What up, what up? Mezo, 20 on the Town podcast. Recording from Hotbox Tulsa, 2130 South Memorial Drive. Today, we have a colleague of 20 on the Town, Dom Laguan. He's going to be reading my astrology and numerology, man. Welcome.
Nice. Happy to be here, man.
Already. Appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah.
What led you into this field, man?
Well, a lot of things in life made me question a lot of things in life, I guess you can say. And then I ended up having this friend, a friend who I went to school with. Later on, clicking up, being friends, just cool buddies, and she just ended up, I guess she knew about numerology the whole time, ended up giving me a little taste of it, and then something I could relate real strongly to, and ever since then, I just been on it, man. Just been studying non-stop and just been making sense of things around me using numbers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you still connected with her?
Me and her be having falling out sometimes.
Yeah,
But yo,
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be like that. But nevertheless, I give people credit when credit's due.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
Straight up.
So what did you get into first, numerology or astrology?
Well, I think on a basic level, everybody know about astrology. Like, you know.
Okay.
So people probably look at their basic stuff. So I probably did that before, but as far as like really just in-depth study, I say numerology. Numerology 2013, and astrology 2015.
Okay.
Like on a serious, passionate level.
Yeah. I mean, how did you get into, like, was there a class? Did you YouTube?
Oh man, I mean, I'm a very self-taught person. I like self-learning books and I learn from people around me who are already familiar with the subject.
Yeah.
So I try to find people around me already on it. Whether I get on the internet, read books, watch videos, and just make my own conclusion as well, and just add it up and completes my cipher, man.
What was your main source?
My main source? Do I have a main source?
Like,
I don't think I necessarily. Well, yeah, books. I don't buy books based on authors. I buy it based on the subject, though.
Okay.
So, just mostly books, though. I'm always known as a person when I at my jobs with books.
Yeah.
So,
Is there any that stick out to you that?
It's this one book. What's the name of this book? Everyday Astrology. That's a good book. That's a book about birthdays too. The book of The Secret Language of Birthdays is a good book.
Is that pretty thick? I might have ran into that a couple of times.
Yeah, I actually got that book. That's a good book.
Yeah,
I like it. It mixes both actually in that book too, numerology and astrology.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like those things pinpointed. But what's pretty funny is that before I really got into astrology, I kind of did palmistry a little bit first with numerology.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know some basics on palmistry, but I'm not going to just totally go with that one right there. It's a lot of people who are on that type of stuff, heavy.
Yeah, I mean, what made you kind of go into that?
I just asked a lot of questions, man. My main thing is trying to figure people out and figure things out and know what's going to happen next.
Definitely.
So any way I do it, that's why I combine astrology and numerology, because the main goal is just to try to figure out or just pinpoint your energy and kind of some way navigate other people, which I've been doing. Yeah.
Okay. Navigate other people.
Well, so people tell me.
Yeah. Kind of help guide them.
I be having to try to do that to myself too.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
What you mean? So we gonna do a couple of readings today, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do mine. We gonna do the owner of Hotbox Tulsa, Ray Shine, man. You know what I'm saying? And we might have somebody else for you. You know what I'm saying? We might. But I mean, does it felt real to you when you was learning it though?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? When you got introduced to it?
Yeah, I mean, when she kind of told me about some, she told me stuff I ain't never told nobody before.
Yeah.
And some things people can say is cliche, but nah, you can't go to this person and just assume this about somebody.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to on certain things. Like it's a variety of things somebody could have said to you.
Right.
Just to say something, you know. Like she just told me some real personal things that I never really told nobody.
Right.
So ever since then, I was just curious.
Okay. Yeah. So
I can go into some things though.
Okay. Yeah, it's different when, you know, somebody generalizes some things, you know what I'm
Most
saying?
def.
So, but shoot, man.
Who's first, man?
Who's first? Let's get to it. Ray Shine, you want to go first, bro? Look, he's ready.
Ray Shine.
Ray
This is
Shine.
kind of going to be somewhat easy. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
He got a customer.
What?
We can do me.
Okay. Now, I need your birthday again, just for the record.
Gotta let the audience know.
How's somebody know?
1/12/85, January 12th, 1985.
January 12th, 1985. Okay. January the 12th, 1985. Okay. I see independent energy early on. People born in January, let's break that down. People born in January usually have a sense of independence or getting out on their own faster. Having to be the man of their house, so to speak, early on in their life. And sometimes rushes through life faster because you're a child early on in your life. You're supposed to be. And you take on that responsibility early on in life. Sometimes, how can I say this, makes you sometimes miss out on your childhood. And where you had to grow up too fast sometimes. But to just add it all together, because we got to look at different things. That's just a general in January. Now, I'm seeing you born on the 12th. People on the 12th, he has a way with communicating, because 1 + 2 is 3. And 3 is a number of communication.
Okay.
And being social.
Talk to him.
So, the fact you born on the 12th, whether you're born on the 12th, the 21st, or the 3rd, same energy.
Okay.
But numbers add up, and what it reduces to makes more sense. So, and whatever number is first as well. So, let's see. Let's break you down more. You have the attitude 4, meaning you was born January the 12th. January is 1. 12th is 3. So, 3 + 1 is 4. Right?
Okay.
So, that will make 4. And 4 is a very hard number. 4 represents stability, work, and somewhat hardship. So early in your life, and that also represents routine. So you somewhat have a routine that you do every day.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, they can represent somebody who probably had it hard, or probably had it good, or had a pretty much stable home life early on in your life. So let me just subtract to get to make it more specific. 3 - 1 will be 2.
Okay.
So that'll be your first challenge number, meaning you can take things the wrong way, sir. Yeah. Okay. You can probably be a real sensitive fella at times.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Sensitivity, he said.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. For the audience that know me out there, I don't know, you know.
Well, I see from your astrology chart that you're a Virgo ascendant, and I'm a Virgo descendant. So you're a critic also. You're a real big critic.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You're into detail, probably somewhat of a neat freak. Maybe somewhat. Because you're a Virgo rising. And Virgos is about
what you mean?
neatness.
Say that, break that down with the Virgo, because
okay.
So I can let you know what I'm about to tell you about a Virgo.
Okay. Because I'll put up your natal chart, and let me see. Virgo is how many degrees? Let's see. 23 degrees. Okay. And you got the moon in your first house.
So what that mean?
So the first house is what's obvious and what's seen by the world, and it's also the body you jumped in. It's like basically the rising is most likely where you get your looks from and your perception of the world. Even though you're a Capricorn, according to the chart I got. it's like you're a Capricorn soul that jumped into a Virgo body, but the world sees you like a Gemini. Because your midheaven is in Gemini, and that's usually your career. And Gemini has a lot to do with communication, and pretty ironic that you have a podcast. So.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
That is ironic.
Yeah, but you having the moon in your first house.
Yeah.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Yeah, don't mind the customers. It's all good. Yeah.
Well, let me see. How can I put this? Your next challenges will also be 2 again, because you do 85, which is year 5. Because you just add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 in the total, then you reduce it. And then that's the number you'll have. It's just easy addition. Numerology is probably one of the most easiest yet complicated things out there to people. Because it's just so easy.
Yeah.
Just knowing the meaning between 1 and 9.
Yeah.
So just adding your whole life path up, I see you're a 9. You're a humanitarian. You like helping people.
Okay.
Wow. I didn't even count your whole thing yet, and just to now. Oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
I kind of preach that to people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever, I see somebody in the same field as me, I was like, oh, man, you in the business of helping. That's the best business to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
What's so funny is I'm a 9 too, though.
Okay.
And 9s, we are considered the old souls in the numerology.
Okay.
Yeah, because 1 through 9, it's 1 through 9, and everything else is 10 and up, double digits.
Yeah.
And 10 is 1. It just repeats itself when you add every number together.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 is a number of completion. They call it the divine 9, things like that. They got different names for every number. And if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, you come up with 45, and 4 plus 5 is 9. Or if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, come up with 36, and 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is seen as like the mirror number.
Mirror number.
Yeah. Or the number of completion, whatever, because
okay.
Now 9 is kind of similar to 0. Like if you see like a long code of numbers, let's say for instance I was born in 1990. Okay. Right? So it's 1990, right? Mm-hmm. You can easily read what year I'm born into by overlooking the 9 and the 0 and just seeing the 1, and that's the year I was born. If you add 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, you come up with 19. Mm-hmm. And 1 plus 9 is 10, then 1 plus 0 is 1, and boom. The year I was born in is year 1. Mm-hmm. Right now we in year 11 right now. The world in universal year.
Mm-hmm. How is that? Can we break that down?
Okay. You just add 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8, and it comes up to 11. Okay. Just simple. It's okay. It's so simple. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It all gets to a point where you just have to know the meanings of the energy. Uh-huh. Then you able yourself to kind of like read it out. Okay. So it's different things, man. I can go into some more.
Yeah. We not done.
Okay.
Because you speak about energy as well. Yeah. So, energy that I'm giving off to you right now as we speak, or energy just in the universe, or what are we talking about?
Oh man, I would say it will somewhat be synonymous, because how you are is going to show. Now, what numerology is, when numerology is a little bit more, like I said, I don't need anything to really tell you with numbers. I don't need no certain software like I do with astrology to pull up your chart. Mm-hmm. So all I do is like all numbers, it's odd numbers and it's even numbers, right? Okay. Even numbers is feminine. Odd numbers are masculine. Okay. Right. And that's energy right there as well. Okay. That gives you a sense of energy right there. Yeah. They all have a theme and what they somewhat have in common, what they deal with. Okay. Like even numbers more feminine and more somewhat dependent, I will say. Therefore, when odd numbers, I like to kind of be more alone. Mm-hmm. Or aloof or by themselves. Okay. I would say to a degree that 8 can be somewhat an exception, Because 8 is a number of strength, and it's pretty strong, and it's the strongest feminine number.
Okay.
You know, they call it the number of infinity. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Just turn it sideways.
And the number 9, I say, is beyond. You know, the little
beyond
classic.
the infinity.
Yeah, of course. 9 is.
You say, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 is pretty much. I mean, 9 is the humanitarian. I'll break down each number.
Okay.
I consider 1 as like the masculine figure. I'll get a celebrity. Martin Luther King was a 1.
Okay.
And he was good at leading people.
1 on what you mean?
Like life path number 1. If you add up their birthday and reduce it, you just turn like January is 1, February is 2, March is 3.
Okay.
So you basically just add all numbers together separately, then reduce it, the total.
Okay.
Then that whatever it adds up to, that's the life path number.
Okay, so we add, let's do mine right quick.
Okay.
1, 12, 85.
Yeah. I'm going off the head. What I read, yours reduced to a 9. I can pull it up to how it does. Let me see, because I don't feel like counting it right now. Let me see. You said January the 21st?
12th.
Oh, the 12th, okay. 1985. Oh, yours is 27, like me. So you're 27 9. That's funny.
27?
Yeah, it adds up. If you add 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5, it comes up to 27.
Yeah.
And 2 plus 7 is 9.
Okay.
The different types, you could have came up to a 36 9 or a 45 9.
Right. Okay. I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Those different types, because the number the number parent matters, but it still overall gives you the same
base
9
number.
energy. Yeah, which is the 9.
9. Right.
And 9 is the humanitarian.
Okay.
9 is the philanthropist. It's the people who likes helping other people and kind of can inspire a lot of people. Okay. Therefore, the opposite is the 1, which I'm on now. Not saying like Martin King, of course, he like to help people, but ones are better at leading people, and they could be a little stubborn.
Okay.
And tunnel vision, not as open-minded compared to the 9.
Okay.
Because the 9 is all numbers combined. The 9, if you look at how it looks, is looking back at all the numbers compared to how it's art, how it's drew out. Even if you look at how the numbers look.
Yeah.
You know, but
the simplicity.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that we take for granted, some of the simplicity has meaning behind it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So that's crazy, man. You definitely opening my eyes to what numerology is, and you know, I can't do nothing but appreciate you, man. You know, before we you know what I'm saying, before we hit the record button, you were saying how me and you are opposites.
Well, as far as our natal charts.
What is natal chart?
Natal chart is how everything was in the sky when you was born, where all the planets were. And when you was born, it was a certain sign that was just above the horizon.
Okay.
That's considered your rising sign, aka ascendant sign. And that's how you get your looks from. Okay. That's the kind of way where you get your looks. So you look up all the traits of Virgo. That's somewhat of a look. Virgo's kind of a little bit hard to describe in my opinion.
Hold on. When you say Virgo, or when you say horizon sign,
yeah,
is that what you're talking about? Do you mean birth parent?
Rising. Oh no.
Okay.
No. But it tells you somewhat that too. Which is the easiest thing to read is like your mother.
Right. So September 19th. What is that?
September 19th?
Yeah.
Wow. What year? That's already interesting. You don't have to know. It's cool. You don't have to know.
But is that Virgo though? September 19th?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna tell you. That's my mama.
I think your moon is in Virgo. Let me see. Oh no, it's in Libra, but it was close.
Oh, is it Libra?
Yeah, it's close.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, your mom. So I mean, you're somewhat indecisive guy in a way. Probably have some things that you probably.
I'm clutch,
you probably
though.
overthink. You overthink.
I don't know. I think it might have. It became so regular that I overthink that it's probably nothing now.
Maybe you have this sense of balance out. I see.
I definitely be trying to balance life out.
I see that your main focus from looking at your chart, because you have a stellium. A stellium in astrology is considered 4 planets or more, 3 planets or more in a house. I would say 4 to make it legit. No, that's just me.
What you mean 4? 4 what?
4 planets in your chart. In the natal chart, it's 12 houses in the chart. I know this is new, but people who look into the basis, you would kind of figure it out.
I try to catch on quick.
Okay. Because, I mean, I can go into Bible, what does it have in common with the Bible or things like that.
Okay.
Just ancient cultures and all that type of stuff. Like, I mean, I can start like the Aries. I would say the Aries represent Moses in the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say things like that because Moses, as I recall, the Moses they had the ram horn that represented him, if I'm correct. And also his story was he was a child being found in Egypt. He was as a baby.
Right.
And even in astrology, like the first house talks about your birth, and it's ruled by Aries. And Aries, if you look up the etymology of Aries means kid or baby goat. And goat, you get wool from a goat, you know. So that's all just symbolism within the Bible. And then I'll take it to the next sign. When Moses went down from the mountain to get the 10 Commandments, he came down and was worshiping a golden calf. Golden calf is Taurus. Taurus represents money and materialism. And it's the same symbolism, you know. Just all go out through the whole Bible. It tells a whole story, the zodiac.
Okay.
And numerology, I'll say, too. So it's just cool to mix them both.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the 4 moons or 4 signs.
Yeah. Oh, the 4
in the
planets you have in your
4
story.
planets, yeah.
Yeah, in your chart, you have the sun there, which is the brightest sun. It represents your ego. It happens to be in your 4th house. The 4th house is the Cancer house, because Cancer is the 4th sign in the zodiac. And Cancer represents home life and your mother and family traditions. And
what does?
Cancer.
Oh, Cancer, okay.
Yeah, in the 4th house. So that is both the same. When you know the order of the zodiac, you'll be able to know which house number I'm saying that correlates to that sign. That makes sense.
Okay.
Like Aries is the 1st sign, so Aries represents the 1st house. You'll see a lot of 1st house traits within that. Taurus represents the 2nd house, so it's in it represents your 2nd house, which is money and materialism and personal value, self-value, personal possessions. That's what Taurus represents.
Okay, and that's in my house too.
I mean, well, no, everybody has that in a chart. Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Like when they just say, "Oh, you just a Capricorn," do you more than a Capricorn?
Yeah.
But Capricorn is very business minded.
Okay.
And serious.
Yeah.
And more reality based. And Capricorns, y'all kind of age backwards. Y'all get younger as y'all get older, and it's kind of hard for y'all to age. That's the stereotypical stereotype of a Capricorn, you know.
I don't know. Am I looking my age right now? Do I look like I'm a Benjamin Button on them?
Hell, I thought you was my age, dude.
Nah, I get that a lot, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I thought you was about 25. Man.
Yeah, I thought, you was probably the same age, and me and him ended up being the same age. I'm like, oh, okay.
Already, man.
But I know me, though, it's like, I look hella young, though. I'm Cap dominant if I go into my chart, but that's for another time. Maybe.
Okay. Maybe next go round.
Yeah, maybe.
I definitely can relate to a lot of things that you said so far.
Okay.
You know,
and be afraid to tell me if that's fine.
I didn't really want to. I wanted you to keep going before you really started hitting.
Okay. Well, look.
But you've been hitting. You've been really on point with everything.
Okay, that's what's up. And I like your honest feedback because that helps me be better at what I do too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sell nobody no fake product just to sell it.
I'm really good at peeping out some. You know what I mean?
That's
reading people. You know
that's
what I'm saying? Usually, you know what I'm saying. But what you've been saying has definitely been hitting, man. Like it's been on point.
Well, you being a 9, man, and he brother over there being a 9 too. We're like, it's something that happened with us. It's hard for us to let go of certain things, possibly too.
Definitely.
9 is a number of we can hold on to the past, and sometimes most of the cases, which is rare though, according to your friend, which is rare though. most people have a great relationship with both. I mean, not most, but it's rare that people have a great relationship with both of their parents. But it's usually a void with us nines. It's usually we don't know our father, our mother, or we feel neglected, even if we knew them. But on the rare side, I mean, nevertheless, we still feel like we have a responsibility over them. But sometimes people
Why
can
is
have
that
both.
though? Why does the 9 feel like they have a responsibility over their parents?
It's just like I feel that we just are. Well, I feel like we choose our parents. I feel like I feel like we already have a mission when we enter this earth, and we try to fill a void in people's life, and sometimes teach people's lessons. Or rather, sometimes we can play karma ourselves. You know, people don't realize that sometimes you can be your karma to your parent who probably did some stuff. Not saying that they deserve bad, but they just need to learn their responsibility of dealing with you.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes, you know, I'm a type of person. I ain't got any children, but I would like to learn from my children. That's progression to me.
Yeah.
You know, it goes to a point where you want to learn from your kids after you done taught them so much.
Definitely. They've been showing me something. And then you pointed something out to me. You just said something. You said, family man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I am. I have 2 kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what's up, man.
And, you know, what made you say that, though? What?
Oh, well, I was looking at your chart. Like I said, the home is very, very, very important for me looking at your chart. When you got 4 planets in your chart, that's the focus of your life looking at your chart. And what I see is you got 4 planets in your 4th house. You have the sun, which is the main focus. It brights up the house. I see you have Neptune there. I see you have Jupiter there. I see you have Mercury there. So it's almost pretty dynamic what goes on in your household. I can't even really pinpoint it because when the stellium, it's different energies you reading, but you do know what it being a stellium, that's the main focus of your life in your chart.
Are you saying stadium?
Stellium.
Stellium.
Yeah, stellium.
What's that?
It's it's having 3 or more planets in a certain sign or in a house.
Okay.
And when that occurs, that means that's the main focus. That's how that means all those planets come together and be like, I said a better way to look at it like this because I'm into allegories.
Okay.
The best way to look at it is looking at each planet as a person.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's like that has a certain personality, and he created this house. He created these signs, and now they have to live with each other's type of stuff, business. You know, each planet represents, like the sun represents your ego, the moon represents your emotions, Mercury represents your communication, your intelligence, Venus represents what you're into, what you find attractive.
Have Venus in there?
Everybody has
all these
planets in their chart.
You did say that.
Yeah, you just got to know where they at and where they around and how they get along with each other, what makes you unique.
But
and the degrees as well.
You said Neptune, Mercury, and Jupiter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jupiter, whatever Jupiter, he expands. I actually have Jupiter in my 4th house as well.
Yeah.
And that makes you like big on family, big on home, or I would say, I don't think yours is in Cancer though. See, my chart is kind of different, man. I mean, maybe because it's just me. Okay, I say you have it in Capricorn. So that makes you, I would say, in my opinion, that makes you pretty good at business, man. Or I will say, because Jupiter is more about philosophy and luck, too.
Okay.
And you have it in Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign of, like I said, business and reputation and public status. Like, that's the mountain goat. Like, that's the top. So
for Capricorn?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Capricorn just in general, that's what the sign means. It's the mountain goat. That's why it's the beginning of the year and that's the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, and the goat energy is pretty strong. So I say you have Jupiter in there. I would say that's somewhat of an unusual place because Jupiter he rules Sagittarius. And Jupiter is more about expansion, while Capricorn is ruled by Saturn is more about restriction.
Okay, right. Okay.
So I would be interested place, but I will have to just say, for me just going off a limb here, it'll probably increase your luck probably in business endeavors, and you probably would be good at doing it at home too. Mm-hmm. You'll probably be good at running a business in some comfortable surrounding.
Definitely.
That's Cancer. Yeah. Cancer in the 4th house. It's
independence.
Yeah.
Feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I got the same mentality, dude.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Straight up.
But I left some other stuff out. I want to go back on that. When I went back to the 1, I gotta tell you about the 2 because I'm telling you numbers. Because I went back. I can do that because I see it all in one thing. But I would say the 2 is more about dependence, while the 1 is about independence. Like LeBron James is good examples of a 1. They LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, Kevin Durant. They're good at like leading people. Or on the worst case scenario, they can be stubborn as hell.
Okay.
But these are the people who kind of are driven. And if you find people with that number and they end up being more of a follower, then I say that's not too good of a look for 1s. 1s are not meant to be followers. Now the 2 is dependence. See, and those are people who are very sensitive, very psychic though as well, but sensitive, shy, persuasive, kind of runs away from certain things. It's 2 energy, and 2 represents like the mother, like the 1 kind of like the father. 2 is like the mother. I said the 3 is like the child. 3 is a number of creativity. You know, the Trinity. 2 people create something, and that's the 3rd.
Okay.
So 3 is like the child number. It's very popular, very lucky. Can talk. Somebody born the 3rd, the 30th, 21st, they can talk. They're good with communication. Yeah. Shout out to you, brother. But yeah, those are usually the rappers, the comedians, the people that's just good with their words, not afraid to speak in front of people.
Oh, okay. Definitely.
Not really as shy, but you know, in some cases with other numbers, sequences. The 4 is a very routine type of person to a degree. I mean, they can have somewhere among where they are very unpredictable. The 4, they're like the person who always goes to work all the time or in home and work home more. They're very routine.
Okay.
Very routine.
That's the 4.
The 4.
Yeah.
I say a good example, like Tupac's my favorite rapper. He's a life path 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4, they have a big work ethic. So you see how he has a strong work ethic.
Yeah, definitely.
You actually got some things in common with him too. Y'all have the same attitude number, which is y'all month and y'all day added up and added to a number. Yeah. Which is 4. So y'all have that too. So
shout out Pac, baby.
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Shout
y'all
out Tupac, baby.
Y'all be having the same numbers right now. If he was, The Game has that. Even Justin Bieber and things like just celebrities. You kind of see how it play out and just see from what you're doing because they in the public eye.
Definitely.
But yeah, those people is very routine. They have something that they are committed to that it just like almost like a ritual. That's the 4. 4 does something that they have, they had to keep doing it. But the only negative I say about the 4 is the 4 can sometimes be closed-minded. The 4 is just about routine and traditions.
Okay.
So don't get me wrong, you're a 9, bro. So I got to put these numbers in perspective for you, though.
Yeah.
But you have different numbers in you. Yeah. Before, the most definitely say that you have a work ethic. Somebody that's born on the 22nd or the 4th or whatever, or the 31st, those people have a work ethic. Those people that you probably want to hire if you got a business or something, And people like the 4 is the box because it's 4 corners.
Okay.
And it represents home and all that stuff. But the 5 is thinking outside the box. The 5 is like the person who has, on their negative side, overindulgence and like too much food, sex, drugs, alcohol. All that stuff. 5 represents speed and action.
Okay.
Like, that's why it's like always traffic at 5 o'clock. Like 5 o'clock, 5 is traffic. 5 is doing too much. Yeah. Those people who are gamblers and they're just risk takers. Yeah. They're not scared, or probably athletes.
Okay.
Or probably,
My son was born on the 25th.
Oh, okay.
February 25th.
Oh, I'm about to get to that. But yeah, 5, like Malcolm X is like one of my favorite revolutionaries, and he was a 5.
Okay.
Dynamic. Those are the quickest thinkers, or fast, or they just always got a lot going on. Or they 5s are people who really can't stay in place for too long if you really watch, especially if somebody born the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Them people do not like staying still for too long. 5s in general.
Yeah.
But there's certain numbers with the energies that'll make it like them people they ain't gonna be here too long. You already know. They just here to come up here and
in life, or are you talking about?
Oh nah, just the spot they at, not in life. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I don't do all that.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I can't. Yeah. Yeah, just people who
need to move around.
Yeah, they got a lot of energy. They just got too much energy just to sit there and waste and just by chilling. The 6. The 6 is the number of love and family and children and nurturing and teaching.
Okay.
At its negative, I would say it'd be a gossip, or you know, somebody who could be just probably a little egotistical as well. But the 6 is like teaching you things. I'm born on the 6, so I kind of had this habit of trying to always kind of tell somebody something. I'm trying not to come off like I'm authoritative, but just try to like, yo, tell you something new that you probably never knew about before.
Right. Maybe insightful.
Yeah, 6 is a nurturing number, and it represents the parent, the home, teaching, health as well. Yeah. And friends, and just people you got love for. Okay. Things like that.
Okay.
And the 7.
Let's get to the 7.
Yes, you said your son born on the 25th too.
Right.
So that's somewhat 7, because 2 plus 5 is 7.
Okay.
But 7s, they are the loners. They are the misunderstood people. They are the spiritual people. They are the intellectuals.
Okay.
They are the mystics. You know, on the worst case, they can be the crazy people, the aloof people, because it's a negative and positive to everything.
Okay.
But 7s are the people who can be alone the most, and they probably the last ones to be in a relationship. They're probably the people who are mostly in church. Those probably are the people who, I don't know, they're probably on a debate team. You know, they're very thinkers. You know, they're especially with a certain astrological correlation. Just like I can picture like a Virgo 7, because Virgos are very analytical. They're into looking into the details of things. So if you mix those people with that astrology sign and that number, you're pretty much like, oh, this is this person who's very inquisitive and catches on. This person could be an investigator or a detective. Okay. Things like that.
Okay. I was gonna say logic, but
logic, intelligence. Yeah. But like I said, every number has a negative and positive. On the worst case, they can be aloof. Yeah. Some crazy people. But on the positive side, they could be the smartest person in the room.
Okay. So, but they say like 7 is a lucky number.
Oh yeah, it's a luck. Yeah, it's a number of luck, and also, I said it's a very spiritual number.
Okay.
So, it can be luck. It's but it's not guaranteed luck, but it's luck. It can be luck, but it's just not. It's very mysterious. 7 is the only number it's hard to pinpoint, because it's a number of mysticism. So it's kind of the only number that's just really just so hard to pinpoint, because it's a number of mystery and surprises and unusual things. Okay. Like today, ain't today the what? The
25th.
Exactly, and we're talking about knowledge today.
Okay.
So that's a perfect thing. If I wanted to set up a calendar to do certain things, I'd be like, okay, I want to talk about this on a certain day, and I'd be like, oh, this means this. Is this what we're talking about? So maybe I should talk about go to school or study more on the 25th or stuff like that. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
But and it's odd too. So the next even number is 8, and 8 will be the number of money, power, respect, success, materialism, strength. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. 8 is a very authoritative number.
You did say that. Infinity.
Yeah.
Infinity.
Yeah. It's actually, I think, some of the richest people. They actually had a phone they were selling for the richest phone number that give you a lot of luck, and they had a lot of 8s in it. And there was a bidding war for it where dude ended up selling this phone. I think it was something like that. You should look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should look into that. But The 8 is a number of money, power, respect. 50 Cent is an 8. They're good at business. Eazy-E was an 8. Suge Knight is an 8. Those people who are good with money, they're the breadwinners usually.
Yeah.
Or they attract power.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, those is
Okay.
And those, I will say, they're not as open-minded, but they caught in between the spiritual world and the physical world. And sometimes they can look more into what you got. They're more into materialism.
Okay.
So they can sometimes be like, you ain't got this, so we not, we ain't checking for you if you ain't got that. But they the ballers, though.
Yeah.
That's a number of power or at least influence. So.
Okay.
Money.
So that 8 has a big influence on the other numbers.
Oh, yes. Yeah, 8 is the number of power and authority off tops. That's like, it can be force. It can go from the dark side, positive side to the dark side. If you look at, that's what the 8 is like. It goes in ups and downs.
Okay.
It's ups and downs, and it's a time clock. It represents time, too. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful then.
Yeah. The 8 is a number that you will want to have in your wallet if you play in numbers, or if you want to attract money, man, you might want to attract that 8 energy.
Okay. Remember that, man, on the dice game, man. 6 and 8.
Yeah.
You know
7 is 8 is like
7 out the door.
Yeah. 8 is forcing it. 9, which is so crazy with the number 9 is
like
let's get to the
9.
9. Let's get to the 9. 9 is the people who money don't make them.
Straight up.
Money don't make them.
Yeah.
They can get it because I seen about. I will throw some celebrity examples out there. Meek Mills, he's a 9. See how people is cheering for him, backing him up. Blah, blah, blah. 9s have a way of influencing a lot of people.
But he seems kind of materialistic.
He's a Taurus.
Okay.
Tauruses are the sign of materialism.
Okay, so the
it's
blending of the numbers and the signs, and then also the energies and moons that's in your house.
Exactly. Because I looked at Meek Mills,
a whole bunch of hybrid,
and I'd be like, dude, like Little Boosie, he's a 9 like us.
Okay.
A lot of people follow him.
Yeah.
And he gives back. Meek Mills even gives back too.
Yeah.
They just more on the materialism side, like.
Yeah.
Meek Mill help a lot of people from what I hear.
Yeah.
And I heard Little Boosie do too.
Yeah.
But yet they hella materialistic and flashy.
Yeah.
It's funny because Boosie is a Scorpio.
Okay.
And Scorpios deal with other people's money. But nevertheless, the opposite, Taurus and Scorpio, they're opposites, and they both deal with money. Period.
Okay.
Those are the most materialistic combination signs. They're the opposite.
Man, that's crazy that you bring up money in numerology and astrology. I guess what I'm saying is, because if we're talking about like in a universal sense, why is money involved if we are the ones who created money?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll bring it to you. I'll say, we say money in this thing, but it's really things that you find that brings you self-value, and sometimes we add it onto things that surround us.
Okay.
Like some people felt like they ain't nothing if they ain't got nothing.
Okay.
So you contribute that to your self-worth.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
Materialism. And
yeah.
stuff.
Exactly. Just things that bring up your self-esteem, and usually when you got something, your self-esteem is high.
Definitely.
Yeah. Compared to somebody who don't have nothing, and more resources you got, the more you can deal with things you want.
Definitely.
And you need to.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you the next thing. After the 1 through 9 life path, it's also master numbers.
Okay.
Then there's karmic debt numbers. And there's people who have karma, obviously karma. I mean, it's karma in different forms. But in astrology, numerology, it's karmic debts. People born on the 13th, 14th, 16th, and 19th. Those people have a obvious energy about them that stands out. And those is it depends on which number
You said this is karma debt?
A karmic debt is something that you abused in your past life, and you come back with this similar energy to this in this lifetime, and then you have to learn how to control it in this lifetime.
Okay.
And
so you believe in that?
Yeah.
You believe in like living in past lives?
Oh yeah, of course.
I believe that too, man. That's why I feel like I lived I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I done lived not just this lifetime, but prior lifetimes.
I feel like I'm picking up on some of the stuff that I probably did in my past, because what I'm doing now was so, I mean, just, I did not expect me to be doing any of this type of stuff, dude, that I'm doing now. I didn't expect to be reading people as time went by.
Right.
I had my mind on something way different than what I'm doing now.
We spoke a little bit.
Yeah, earlier. But the fact that, I guess been having good results with it. Just, why not?
Yeah. Do you feel like this is kind of like what would my homeboy would say? That's a life hack.
Yeah, I look at it like that too. I look at it like
a cheat code
a glitch in the matrix.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Because I'm into, like, even you turn letters into numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
I can decipher letters. Like, I didn't help name people's children before. I kind of had an involvement in my niece's name. Mm-hmm. I build people's names based on something that they want their child. The energy they kind of want their child to kind of go into.
Yeah, right.
I don't like to name the kid, but I would tell you letters. Mm-hmm. Cause I feel like that's for y'all to name your child.
Right, definitely.
So
you make that decision.
Yeah, I just want to tell you the energy, or I'll tell you what the name that you pick out will probably represent.
Okay.
And it all is in the combination with the day you was born.
Okay.
And that makes you the unique person that you are.
Definitely. And there's many unique and different people out there in the world today.
Yeah. Oh. Somebody with the biggest name has a big personality. Somebody with the long name with a lot of vowels and different vowels. That's a person who's very different.
Okay.
And somebody with a short name, they're lacking a lot of things.
Okay. But I mean, does that truly matter though? Like if it's like if your name is short, like John.
Yeah.
Compared to
shout out to John. That's my bro-in-law.
Oh, okay. Shout out to John. Compared to, is his full name Jonathan?
Yeah. Nah, it's John. He's a junior after his father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's John. Straight John.
And does junior matter?
Junior actually doesn't. None of them matter. I mean, junior is the only one that matters.
Okay.
Junior is always different from all the other ones. People try to name their son after them like their father. The junior is always gonna be the one that's different out of the grandfather and the grandson.
Huh.
So the junior is always different. Basically, if you a junior, you name your son after your father, then you basically setting your son to be more like your father than you.
Okay.
Yeah. The junior is always different.
Yeah. So, also earlier, you were saying you was gonna save something. I don't know if you already spoke on it, but you said I'm gonna save it. I don't know if we already told me.
Oh well, I'm trying to think in regard, because man, I can just put numbers to everything, but I don't know. I think we was probably talking about the Bob Marley thing.
Right.
Something like that.
Shout out Bob Marley. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bob Marley headphones. You know what I'm saying? We need that sponsor. You feel me? But go ahead and let them know why, you know what I'm saying, you relate to Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah. It's funny because we was hearing the Damian Marley song with Jay-Z, and then I'm seeing a picture of Bob Marley. I'm like, oh, that's my birthday twin.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him both born February the 6th. Bob born 1990. He was born 1945. Which still equals to the same number. 1945 equals up to the same, to 1. Reduces to 1. And 1990 reduces to 1. So it was just pretty interesting with me and Bob Marley. Not only is we birthday twins, but have the same life path. And he died in 1981. He died in 1981 at age 36, right?
Okay.
Now I put this perspective. We talking about he's a 9, right? This is not a theory I created, but something I caught on to. 9s, I ain't trying to creep people out there. This is where things kind of get a little different. But 9s, from what I've noticed, I know it's a lot of 9s. They usually die or pass away in an age that somewhat equals up to a 9, or whether it's in September because it's the 9th month, or on the 9th or the 18th or the 27th.
Okay.
That's a divine number, and I see a number actually every day. But anyways, Bob Marley died at age 36, and I was born. Yeah, he died at age 36.
He did die young.
Yeah, and I was born exactly 9 years and 9 months later after he was born, and on our birthday he would have been 45. That was just something kind of weird.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
But the new dude who just passed away, Fredo Santana.
Okay.
Right. I didn't do his life path yet, but I see he died at 27, my age, and he was a part of that Club 27. Then I don't know if you heard about Club 27 in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of famous celebrities who died at the age of 27, and they call it Club 27. Kurt Cobain, I think Jimi Hendrix.
What?
A lot of legends and died, and they call it Club 27. And they seem to think it's some type of spiritual thing, or maybe some, quote unquote conspiracy, say Illuminati, whatever. I'm open to anything being possible.
Maybe some type of universal alignment with.
That's how I look at it too, though. Yeah. Like, I look at it like when you lose something, you gain something.
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes we like to say, "Oh, this person and did this or that." Sometimes it's just a cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
How I look at it.
Okay.
But,
man, I just had something for you.
I'm gonna use you then. I'm gonna ask you, since you are not like me, man, and you past 27. Did anything interesting happen to you around 27?
27, man, dang. Where was I at? 27, man. I was in Tulsa. Yeah, I was in Tulsa. I think I just got back to 23, 27. What happened to me in 27? I want to say I was getting a little bit of bread when I was 27.
27. Did you enter something around 20? Okay, I'm gonna make this gate from 27 to 29. I'm not 29, but 27 to 28. Well, I would get to the astrology part of that too, Dix. But it's in you particular, you being a 9, something particular usually happens to us around 18, 27, 36, 45.
27, 2012.
27, 2012?
1985, 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, that was me to 27, correct?
Yeah, you said 2005? When 2000 and what?
I was born in 1985, and 2012, that's when I would be 27, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't know if that math is correct, y'all. I'm hoping it is.
I know, right? You may want to pull out my calculator. But I got so much numbers in my head right now.
If we're talking about 2012, I kind of ventured off and went solo a little bit. Kind of ventured off away from some of my friends. I ain't gonna lie. Probably started getting a little bit of bread.
2012.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 2012. People that was your year 9, especially if it was after your birthday. That was the year when you was getting rid of people, or people was walking out your life or ending things. You was setting yourself up for a new cycle.
Right.
Your birthday hit in 2000 and let me see. 2013. Yeah. Your birthday 2013 was like things was new for you probably. I don't know what happened.
2013 things was new for me. I think I was more of a family man. Maybe.
How was your children?
What you mean?
Like, I mean, was your children already here? Like, I didn't look.
Yep. My daughter was born 2000.
Did you have a new responsibility? Did you decide to push something more, or this thing long about it? You said.
Well, I think I probably pushed more for being a family man, and became. I put a lot of focus in trying to be a family man, I believe.
So what did you do with that? Like, did you devise a plan that was going to help you make, because I see something from 2012 to 1 different, completely different. those years for you completely different? That was like a shift point. From 12, you say you started messing with people. So that led up a new opportunity, a new space for you to do other things in your next year.
Yeah, like I said.
Like, what did you, like, something, it's either something started new with you or you started something new. But 2012, your birthday, that was a start of something ending for you.
Yeah.
And people walking out your life, or probably somebody died, or maybe you had to take care of somebody.
My homeboy, he went into the feds around 2011 or 12, and he was a part of my business. You know what I'm saying? He was like 1/3 of the business. We used to have a business out here, promo company, and he went into the feds, and then my other business partner, I kind of left him to take care of the business. I let him do it because I felt like that's what he wanted anyway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, I felt like that's what he wanted to. He wanted to be the face of that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like he didn't need my help anyway. So I branched off. I was making a little bit of bread. So I was just like, okay, homie went into the feds. He want to be the face of that. Let me go ahead and take myself out of that. Mm-hmm. And
this is 2012, you say? Or a little bit going into that year?
Like 11, 12. And then after that, 2011.
I think 2011.
Oh, you know what? Now that you said that, yeah, I did make some money. But you said I met my daughter for the first. Well, I found out that she was my daughter, I believe. You know what I'm saying? 2012, 13, something like that. I found out she was mine, and you know what I'm saying? I wanted to push for being in her life. And
2013.
Yeah, well, once I found out, it was,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got you. Know what I'm saying, though. Because, like I said, 2013.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, 2013, yeah, I see a new cycle that sets you up to now for the next, like, from that on, next 9 years is going to be in the same cycle. So you kind of get like a.
Oh, no, I'm on probation.
Oh, shit. I will say this.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, I will say this. You in a year right now, from what I'm counting, you in a year of unexpected change.
Okay.
Still, since your birthday last year to now, because it changes to every birthday.
Yeah.
You in a year of unexpected change where you're probably going to do a lot of traveling, probably meeting a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Watch out for, like, overindulge. You probably can learn a lot. I know when I was in my year, I felt like you was, and I lost my grandmother. And that's when that's when I got on this type of stuff.
What, in a year like this?
You just add up. It's a certain number combination. Okay, like you born in January the 21st, right?
12th.
Well, the 12th. I'm sorry. I got it up because I just easily reduce it. That's
Okay.
all. So I don't always just worry about the number, just what it adds up to. But you add the day you was born on, which is 3, right? Because it reduces to a 3. Then the month is 1, so you have it's 4. That's your attitude number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And you add it to the year that we in now, but your birthday haven't came yet. So right now, yeah. It has. So I'm tripping. You is January. So you just got into a new year. So your birthday did just pass. You is cap. So you are in a year 6 now, where your main focus now, because it just changed. The theme of your year for the rest of this year to your birthday and next year is gonna be about family and friendship. This is gonna be a harmonious year. You probably building groups or gain more friends. And your birthday hit next year, you probably gonna be more alone. You probably maybe go back to school or probably get into some type of spiritual practices or learning more. But even if you're in a relationship, you're gonna feel more alone next year. I'm just letting you give you a warning. I had a fall. I produced it, but I predicted a somewhat falling out with one of my friends. Because I know he was going to be in that year and I was going to be in a certain year.
Okay.
And it just like the year, we both doing our own thing. And I just be on the lookout for that. But, it still happen anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you in the year, man, when you dealing with family, dude. Family going to be the thing. Definitely. Now, be careful, man. You could have another one on the way. I
wouldn't be mad. I still feel like I got, a few more in me.
I got to catch up, dude.
You know what I'm saying? But I need to be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Before we do all that.
Nah, I'm good though.
So like whenever you read somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they might not like what you tell them.
Yeah.
Do you feel like somebody can definitely still force maybe their destiny, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I look at it like, okay, yeah, that's a good question.
Because I know life is what you make it and about the choices that you make.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're talking about palm readings and what you can maybe foresee somewhat,
Yeah.
that's planned out for them, maybe.
Yeah.
And they might not feel like that's
For them, they might want to totally rebel against it.
right.
Right.
Does that change the whole dynamic of it?
Yeah, I believe that's where karmic debt comes into play.
Okay.
Because you abused something in this lifetime, or you didn't do, or you was too much of this.
Okay.
Like, all right, maybe I should go into the karmic debt then, since it kind of goes in line.
Okay, yeah.
Person born on the 13th. Because that's a karma. Well, I would say the 10. 10 is like a karma number, but it's like in the middle. They're usually a success. They're usually a number of success. So somebody, wherever you see a 10, it usually represents that they were successful at passing their karma.
Okay.
Debt. So they kind of get another chance. But the 13 karmic debt is considered a very superstitious number.
Yeah.
13 represents laziness, most likely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody born at 13, they either very lazy, or on the flip side, they could be too much of a workaholic where they could probably kill themselves from working too hard. But either they're workaholic or very lazy. I'm talking about to the extreme.
Yeah.
I know how I'm saying opposite, I can go for both, but it's an extreme. Somebody born today is going to try to find a way to get out of everything.
Yeah.
Or always at work all the time. You can't even talk to this dude.
Okay.
I got a friend like that. I know a girl that's the opposite.
13.
Yeah, that's born on the 13th.
Okay.
Yeah. And the 14th, people born on the 14th, they have an overindulgence problem. Like, let me think about another example. Little Boosie. Little Boosie, he's born on the 14th. So those are people who are like,
he can't put down them cigarettes.
I know. And I love Lil Boosie. His music is dope.
Yeah.
We grew up, I love Boosie. Shout out to
Boosie,
Boosie. But he has an overindulgence problem where it's too much food, sex, drugs, alcohol. He's extra, very extra with stuff. And he gotta, yeah. And that's, from what I know about numerology, is that's the thing that kind of got him that karma debt in the first place.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's probably in him. Probably gonna be some trouble in the future. I don't know with Lil Boosie. I know it's very predictable. I think he got locked up at around 27. I think, or something like that. He's a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. But in astrology, it's a Saturn return that's from like age 28 to 30, and something usually happens to people around them ages, like a life time change. I ain't made it there yet.
With anybody.
This is nothing personal.
Yeah.
Everybody has this shit around 27 to, I'll say 28 to 30. A big life changing event happens to people around them time. That's what people say, you mature in your 30s. But people born on the 14, they have an overindulgence problem. Nas is even born on the 14.
Okay.
Those people can be quick thinkers too, and kind of let their senses get the best of them. And people born on the 16th, those are people who probably in their past life they probably knew a lot and probably looked down on people, or they probably was so unfaithful in a relationship to the point where they had to come back and really deal with this. Those are people born on the 16th. They have a problem with committing, or they get into relationships fast, or they can sometimes look down on people who don't know what they know.
Okay.
Because they could be very smart people and intelligent people, but it's almost like a selfishness thing with them.
Right.
Tupac's born on the 16th. Actually, that's one of my favorite rappers, and he has that thing about. I think
September.
He was married before he born. He was born June. June 16th.
Oh, okay, June. When did he pass?
September.
Okay, that's okay. Right.
But it's a lot of weird stuff with his numbers too. But
And his name too. I bet.
Oh yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But the 19th, Malcolm X was born on the 19th.
Yeah.
You know, those people who can be in negative, very egotistical, and so demanding. Because those are people, from what I know about them, right? Those are people who abuse their power.
Yeah.
Or was very catered to, or probably ran and controlled a lot of stuff, so they come back with this somewhat noble approach, condescending approach sometimes.
Yeah.
Where they can think they're better than people, or probably be selfish or egotistical, you know. But definitely those people are active people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they energy stands out. I know a lot of women that's born on 19, they sometimes is very shaped pretty right, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they stuff can sometimes some numbers can affect their appearance.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and that's the last karmic debt number from 13 to 19. Those are karmic debt numbers. Yeah. And the master numbers is 11, 22, 33, 44.
For sure. Okay, man. I appreciate your insight on this, man. Go ahead and break it down right quick from numerology to astrology. What's the difference?
The difference. Quick? Okay. Well, Okay. Well, one thing I see in common, first of all, is the planets. The planets rule the numerology and astrology. That's the source of everything from what I noticed. But the difference with numbers is, in my opinion, man, you don't really need nothing. They already to me, they're not really separate to me. It's just the science was created separate. I didn't create the science. I just studied it. But what I find in common is the planet worship, rather in religion and not in everything you look into, whether it's metals, colors, a planet rules it. Okay. So, to just, let me see, how can I put this?
A more shorter breakdown.
I got you, sorry.
No problem. I don't mean to rush you.
Not cool, I understand. Well, numerology is just a tell on just attracting a planet energy to 9 numbers. Therefore, while astrology, it has 12 signs, so therefore it's a little bit more easier to kind of correlate, to kind of combine that, stretch it out with that. So, I mean, but other than that, man, I mean, I'm just trying to figure it all out in this life. So, this is a continuing study.
Definitely. I appreciate you, man. We might have you on here as a segment. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, we'll chop it up about that, though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most definitely. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and let them know where they can find you at.
Oh, man. Well, hell, you can find me. My name, you can find
me
on
social media.
Oh, you find me on social media on Facebook. My name is Dom Laguan. I got a Facebook group, Each One Teach 9. I have my business called Readings by Dom. You can reach me on my number 918-815-4442. 918-815-4442. And yeah, man, I make deals and special, depends on the length of the reading you want. And everything.
Already, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? For real, man. It was very insightful. And I hope to learn more, man. You know what I'm saying? 20 on the Town podcast, man. Dom Laguan, astrologist, numerologist, things like that. He's still learning, but you know what I'm saying? He was pretty on point with my reading, man. So go ahead and check him out.
I'm always learning, most definitely. Just trying to perfect my craft.
Yeah, for sure, man. 20 on the Town, Hot Box Tulsa, man. We out.
Yeah.